Welcome to another great episode of the Betting Sex Sports Podcast. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
And shout out to Orlando, still doing it big down here.
Yes, and that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time ever checking us out, this is how we always get down. We always start our podcast off like this. We always got to ask the brothers how was their day. My main man, Shada, how was your day, my brother?
And I can't call it, man. Been out here, getting out here in the yard, and I had to do my fence. You know what I'm saying? Power wash my fence and get it right.
Yeah.
So been out there taking advantage of this overcast weather down here, and getting the fence in the yard ready for the summertime. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Nothing about that, man. I went and I basically did that. I did that on Saturday, man. Damn, throwing up my goddamn side of my wall. I was like, shit. Looked like I was in a safari. I had to do one of your styles of shot. I had to go out there with the machete. I had to kick out.
You were like,
trying to get to my goddamn front door, man. I couldn't even get to my front door, man. I had so much shit going on, man.
Hey.
But how your garden coming? How your fruits and vegetables coming?
Oh man, I can't call it, man. The potatoes are coming in strong. You know what I'm saying? The potatoes and the regular potatoes, I'm growing those in boxes. You know what I'm saying? And because the cardboard box give them that extra. For some reason, cardboard feeds the potato plants really well, and it prevents you from having to dig into the ground to try and find them. So at the end of the year, you just cut the bottom of the potato growth, and just dump all of the dirt out, and you have your dirt for the next growth that you mix in, and you get all your potatoes. You get your full growth. So
I saw somebody doing me buckets. Can you do me buckets too?
Yes, you can do them in buckets too. You can do them in buckets. You can do them in bags. But the thing is, the reason why people do it that way is because there are times when you put them in the ground and you will miss a bunch of potatoes because potatoes grow underground.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So you don't miss any when you grow them in the boxes or bucket or bags. So that's a great way to grow them, to keep them nutritious too. My trees are finally coming back. You know what I'm saying? My mango trees show some life, both of them.
So from the pictures that you showed me, they started sprouting even more. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm out here doing some things in the yard, just some things.
Okay. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I call them the jolly black Jamaican giant.
Yeah, like I say, man, I planted a peach tree. I still haven't gotten the peach off that bitch yet. I mean, it grows peaches, but for some reason, man, it does what it needs to do. Maybe I need to get some fertilizer or do something to it, man.
Nah, just go ahead, just amend the soil. Just go out there and do that, like circle around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure that the soil is aerated and put some good manure down.
Yeah.
And feed that tree.
That's what I think I need to do. Like I say, it got it already starting to sprout, but yeah. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get some damn peaches off that bitch. One year.
Peaches instead of peas, huh?
Yeah. 1 year before I died, they give me some goddamn bombs.
Nah, I got you, big dog. I got you.
I got you. My main man, Tim Dog, man. Welcome to the show. How was your day, my brother?
Man, my day was pretty cool. I did some gardening, but I just cut some grass. It's just I'll cut my neighbor's grass sometimes. My wife like, oh, why you cut that grass? But we have some new neighbors and they cut their grass pretty regular. So I try to keep mine next to there so that at least that one big giant ass area can look nice in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We coordinate. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. I saw somebody posted a video. They had a thing with Shannon Sharp, like when he threw that tantrum that one time, and basically they were doing the same thing, basically what you just said. When you go outside and you see your neighbor cut their grass and your grass this damn high, now you don't look at a damn plate. Got that because.
Listen, I did the entire fence around my yard and the top of it. My neighbor came out and was like, "Bro, you gotta chill out, man. You
making us look bad, huh?
You gotta chill out."
Yeah. Well, as me, man, my day went well. Another day on the side of the earth, man. Reached another milestone. got my 10,000 follower on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Everybody that was checking me out.
Congrats,
Probably
bro.
gonna say it again at the
Where
end.
is it
Yeah,
at?
you
Where
know,
is it
it's a lot of hard work and dedication. You know, sometimes that's why I don't get on. 'Cause I be working on shit. I be trying to get that shit out. You know what I
That's
mean?
what's up, bro.
You do what you do.
Yeah.
But
There
thank.
you go.
Other than that, man, it's a great day. Great day, fellas. We got an interesting show tonight, and we got a sad show tonight, man, because there's a lot of death going on
Yes.
in the world of sports.
Yes.
And I want us to have some conversations about that, and also what's going on in the NBA as well. But fellas, let's go ahead and get it started, because this one kind of threw me off when I heard about it. I want to get your thoughts on Mr. Brandon Clarke.
What are your goals, I guess, looking forward for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'd probably just say keep on playing hard, really. Keep on, winning games, hopefully.
Memphis Grizzlies star Brandon Clarke has died. He was just 29 years old.
I'm just really hoping that, my playing can just translate to wins for us.
The NBA pro's death confirmed by his team, the Grizzlies sharing a tribute to Brandon on their Instagram, calling him an outstanding teammate and even better person. His agents at Priority Sports also shared kind words, writing in part, "He was the gentlest soul who was the first to be there for all of his friends and family. He was so unique in the joy he brought to all of those in his life. It's just impossible to put into words how much he'll be missed."
It's just really cool to see it translate to the NBA and see me playing well there.
Brandon, a Canada native who was raised in Arizona, started his career in college playing for San Jose State and Gonzaga University. He was the 21st overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft and played all 7 seasons in the league with Memphis.
It's been super fun, really. I had no clue the year would be this fun, really. So I'm just really grateful that we've been building and we've had some really good games as a team.
But just weeks before his death, Brandon faced controversy.
Team forward Brandon Clarke has been arrested in Cross County, Arkansas. The sheriff's office says Clarke is charged with speeding, reckless driving, and possession of a controlled substance.
According to TMZ Sports, Brandon's death is being investigated as a possible overdose, with officials finding drug paraphernalia inside the home he was staying at on Monday.
Yeah, Brandon Clarke, man, a young man, 29 years old, dead. And it's just crazy, because I was like, when I saw it, I was like, man, so young. And to see something like that happen, it just shocked me. And I'm going to come to you first, Shada. What were your reactions to the shocking death of Brandon Clarke at just 29?
I mean, the same as you, brother. He's way too young to be, you know what I'm saying? But in this day and age, with this internet and everybody has access to reach out to whoever, whenever they can, and have speedy delivery of these different drugs and different paraphernalia that these young kids are getting into, to go ahead and dull the pain that they're feeling because of whatever they're going through. It's very, very sad. I don't know about y'all. I followed the story, and to see how he was living in a nice area.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In California, it's a well-to-do area. But if you looked at the home, it was ill repair. There, you know what I'm saying? It was just, the outside just looked unkept. There was something wrong there for him to be an NBA player. Looking into that, and the fact that it was an overdose, somebody should have saw it.
Let's say allegedly, because we're not sure yet. Let's say allegedly overdose. Right. I don't want to put that out there. Then something come back to say no, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? So let's say allegedly.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, correct. Yeah. And I'm just saying, if that's the case, then it's really, really sad, and it goes to show that you need to reach out, regardless of how you're feeling or what you're going through. Just reach out and for help sometimes, because I think in this day and age and time, people seem to forget that these professional athletes, even though they make a lot of money don't always bring you happiness and peace. So, you know what I'm saying? So we need to go ahead, and on top of all this strife that's going on in the world right now, people just looking for any kind of way to dull the pain that they're feeling. It's accessible to. It's too easily accessible nowadays.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said. Tipdog, I want to get your reaction, but then I want you to answer this question as well. Okay, I want your reaction, then answer the question. Okay, because they say he might have had some injuries. Do injuries and the pressure of professional sports play a bigger role in Brandon Clark's struggles than fans realize? So answer the part about your reaction, then can you answer that as well?
Well, I'm sure it does, especially when there's a lot of competition out there to come and replace you.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he and like Shata said, and like we always say on the show, and y'all know I say it religiously, check on your friends. If you see something out of the ordinary, something out of character, you shouldn't just brush it off as inquire, because you never know. And for that young man, and I'm sure, Brandon Clark can play. He was a baller. He was more to me a defensive player than anything, but he was still good. And for him to go through that, we don't know what was going on in his mind. Could it be the pressure of basketball? Could it be the pressure of life, or what? Something triggered him to, take that spiral really quick.
Yeah. So your reaction, and get your reaction. Thank you for answering that question. But what was your reaction when you first heard it? Were you like, damn, another young brother gone, or just something
pretty much
like, man?
No, I was like, man, what the hell happened to this young man? And then, just him being young and he's just coming into his career. He's always been known as a good player, but he's just coming into his career. Yeah, he got hurt, but I was like, what the hell would cause him to die so young?
It's our culture, man. It's our culture.
And I think you made a great point there. And I think both of y'all made a great point when we talk about these young athletes, because these guys are machines. These guys are built to do the job that they're doing. But then when you add that extra thing into your body, some different type of chemical or whatever, it throws that mechanism off. And I know that I'm sounding kind of. Hopefully, I'm not sounding kind of crass when I say that.
No.
But these guys are built just to play the sport that they're in. They're like a fine-tuned car, and
conditioned for it.
Yeah. Just like my car. My car takes that super unleaded.
Correct.
I'm saying you can put that unleaded in there. You can,
but it ain't
gonna run this. That
after a while, it's going to start to break down, and that's what I say with these type of athletes. They're not engineered, but they work so hard to get to that position, and then to see the young brother, die this way, and that's why I say allegedly, because we don't know yet the findings of why this young man died, but it's just a sad situation. Shot, I'm coming back to you with this one. And I think we talked about this before. Are the NBA teams, I'm going to put it on all sports, are sports teams doing enough to support players' mental health, personal battles, and life off the court? Your thoughts?
Man, that when they say slippery slope, that right there, that slope it's serious, bro.
Yeah.
It's all connected somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's crazy is we could sit here and say these players and all across these spectrums are this, that, and the other, or the owners are not doing enough, or the league is not doing enough. But when you think about it, these are all people too, going through whatever they're going through. We might not understand what an owner goes through. We see them as billionaires and having money, indisposable income and all that type of stuff, but they live a certain kind of way too that's different from us, and we will never understand. So they have their own issues, just like when back in the day, I grew up in the daggone 80s, in New York, when they dropped the crack cocaine into the middle of the hood. Well, guess what? that mentality has not left. They're still dropping all these things to these young folk to get them hooked on these things. And what do they use to get them off of it? The same drugs. So it's a continuous cycle, man. And it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, with that being said, Tim Dog, I want you to follow up on that question because of the fact that once you're in these leagues, yeah, you still a young man or a young woman, but technically you're an adult and you're responsible for your own actions. And I know we put a lot of pressure on some of these teams that they could do better, but they can't do but so much. Your thoughts, Tim Dog?
Right. Right.
Well, as we can see in all of the collective bargaining agreements, there's always an additive to the mental health part of it. They always do it, especially in the NFL with a CTE. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but it can improve, definitely.
Yes.
And for something like this to happen, I mean, this had to be something that's unpreventable. Well, no, I can't say that because everything can be prevented if you know about it.
Exactly.
But I mean, he wasn't a troublemaker in the league. He wasn't being suspended for drugs or, being fined for doing something unruly. He was a genuine good player, at least as far as I know. I don't know about his personal. Like you said, we don't know what they go through in their own personal life. But yeah, you're right. The support system is there. Maybe the support system now just needs to be, really enforced or something to prevent something like this from happening. I mean, it could be something subtle. Like I said, if somebody's doing something out of the ordinary, don't dismiss it, especially when it's something that that they would never do.
Yeah, and this goes back to, like we say, we all grew up in the 80s. Tim Dog, I know you the 50s, but we all
Shut up.
In the 80s. We all grew up in the 80s. And we heard the story of Len Bice. Len Bice Len Bice probably would have been the face of the league. And a lot of people say he was better than Michael Jordan. So, but we never got to see what he would have become.
Willie the Goat, man the Goat.
Yeah, just because of one night he decided to do something or put something in his body that
his body wasn't used to, like you said.
His body wasn't used to it, and it cost him his life. So this type of stuff has been going on for a while, and I think that's why when we see such young people lose their lives over something, and like I said, allegedly to an overdose, it just shocked us because we had seen that story before.
Yes.
And with that being said, Shada, and I'm bringing it back to the things about the overdose, allegedly the overdose.
Yes, sir.
It reports that authorities are investigating the circumstances around his death. Should people wait for facts before jumping to conclusion online? That's why I say allegedly.
Oh yeah,
most definitely. You are absolutely correct, and that is the responsible thing to do. To wait till all the facts are out there. You can speculate all you want to.
Yes,
but you could. I mean, everybody has an opinion that could say whatever, but the one thing we cannot dispute are facts.
Exactly.
And until that autopsy comes back and we know for sure what it was that led to this, then it's going to be a whole other thing about, okay, what we could have and should have and this, that, and the other.
Exactly.
So I strongly agree with your statement. We need to hold our opinions and wish the best for his family and have a little empathy right now, because the thing I think people fail to realize is fentanyl, like they're allegedly saying that was what is all. Fentanyl will kill you on the spot, bro.
Yeah, I think they say a drop like on the head of a needle.
Yes,
a needle could kill you.
Kill you.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people out here allegedly dealing in these drugs. That is why I tell people all the time when it comes to me, and I'm a cannabis user, and I tell people all the time, I am not getting it. I'm not getting it from nobody on the street, because that's when they lace stuff and put stuff in. I need it to be a reputable source to make sure I don't put myself at risk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the risk you run when you get out there. Allegedly, we're saying allegedly.
Yeah. I just want to say,
ahead,
I mean, I apologize, but I never heard nobody overdosing on the weed.
No.
Maybe falling asleep.
Yeah, well, I think that was Cat Williams that said that.
Yeah,
you know, all your kids cereal, eat all this damn snacks. But you're correct. But Shada made a great point, Tim Dog. It's the fact that there are lacing marijuana with other things just for you to get hooked on. It's not the same type of weed that we grew up on. I hate to say it that way, because now you know I don't want no marijuana. I don't smoke. I don't want no marijuana called killer. No, because I'm thinking that shit probably gonna kill me. I don't want, you know, the blue parrot. I don't want none of that shit. If I was to smoke, I want Grado, just get it out your backyard. Let me see you, whatever you dry it out.
It's funny you should say that. It's funny you should say that. Before you go to Tim Dog, I want to tell you how serious I am. I agree with you on that point. I walked into we have a P Extra down here. You know, you could drive an hour and a half to Tampa and go to the big PX on McDill. Yeah. But we have a little Navy exchange here in Orlando that has pretty much everything. You can order whatever you want. And that's where we go and shop for our groceries and everything, right? Bro, I walked in there and was doing grocery shopping. I saw this new drink out there called Liquid Death.
Yeah. That been there for a while. Yeah, in a black and gold can.
I'm not drinking that.
Yeah, black and gold can. Yeah.
No,
yeah, I'm not drinking that.
Like Cisco.
Bro, it's called Liquid Death.
No, I think that's the energy. It's an energy drink.
Man,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm from the days of when, you know, like I say, I don't smoke weed, but I done seen it passed around and people rolling this shit up. Man, we gotta get these seeds out. Can't leave the seeds in there. You gotta get all the seeds out.
I ain't seen a seed in
exactly, Tip Dog. That's how you know the shit was coming straight from the damn.
Trust me. Even when you go to the dispensary, you get some seed in your blood.
You'll get the little tiny ones every now and then.
Yeah, but I'm talking about back in the days, brothers had to set the seeds aside and be like, "Hey, give me that napkin. Wet that napkin. Put it in the napkin." I'm not telling them myself.
And let it sprout.
We got grinders now, dog. We got grinders
now. No, he's talking about taking the seed and letting it sprout. And replant it. Yeah.
But back to the. Let's get back serious though. The Tim Dog. Like I said before, we seen this type of movie before. So should we hold off judgment before we start saying the things that some of the people are saying online? Your thoughts?
Oh, of course, definitely. I agree 100% with Shada and what he said. And, you know, we on this show, we may kid around, but, we reserve the right of, presuming innocence, unlike other people. Yeah, we may have our own personal opinion, but we don't go around, spreading rumors or lies. Yeah. When you ask us a question about how we feel. Yeah. So,
yeah. Yeah, and like I think we all say condolences to his family. Oh, yeah. Especially if he had kids. I don't know if he had kids or not. It's just one of them things that we hate to see a young person lose their lives in any type of way. And allegedly, what they're saying that type of way is just, for me, it's a shame because he could have done so much more. I'm not talking about basketball. I'm talking about in life. He could have done so much more. Speaking of doing so much more, we got to talk about this brother, man. He passed as well. And he left a mark on the NBA and the sports world, if you think about it.
And the family of Jason Collins, the first openly gay player in the league, announced that he died just 5 months after he revealed that he had brain cancer. He was 47.
Jason Collins shattered basketball barriers forever, changing the sport.
I wanted to come out publicly. I wanted to be able to live my life.
In the spring of 2013, after playing 12 seasons in the NBA, he wrote an essay for Sports Illustrated. I'm a 34-year-old NBA center. I'm black and I'm gay.
A landmark day in sports and in our society.
Collins became the first active men's player in the league to publicly come out. If I had my way, someone else would have already done this, he wrote. Nobody has, which is why I'm raising my hand. Collins was met with overwhelming support from politicians.
I told him I couldn't be prouder of him.
To sports stars, including the late Kobe Bryant, who tweeted, "Don't suffocate who you are because of the ignorance of others."
Jason Collins broke through a big barrier last night when he suited up for the Brooklyn Nets against the Lakers, becoming the first openly gay player in any of the 4 major pro leagues.
Last December, he revealed he had stage 4 glioblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer.
I want to be remembered as a good teammate, someone who sacrificed for the greater good, and someone who had a positive effect on someone else's life.
In a statement, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver wrote, Jason will be remembered not only for breaking barriers, but also for the kindness and humanity that defined his life and touched so many others.
I'm coming back to you, Shada, with that one, man. Because like I say, he did something that he said he wish somebody else had did. But he was the first openly gay sports athlete, well, professional athlete. With that being said, Shada, how much did Jason Collins change sports culture after becoming the first openly gay at the NBA or whatever in the sports leagues, in your opinion?
First off, this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the fact that his lifestyle that he chose, regardless of how you feel about that spiritually, whichever way you felt, he was another human being.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is that cancer don't pick and choose what gender you are, or what this, that, and the other.
Exactly.
We need to go ahead and look at the fact that a life was lost due to this horrendous disease that's been stalking all of us and our families for years. And I can't, him coming out and saying what he did was brave. I ain't gonna front. That was a brave thing for him to do, especially in a professional league where, you know what I'm saying, it's most of the world frowns upon that lifestyle. I mean, saying it doesn't have a very good history. I lived through the fact that they were talking about it came from monkeys, HIV and AIDS, and gays went through this terrible bashing that was unfounded. You know what I'm saying? I'm not condoning their lifestyle, but I'm just saying they're still human beings. I am the kind of person where whatever you do in your personal life and what you do is your business, but that doesn't take away from me treating you like a human being. And that's what I think people need to realize when it comes to Jason Collins. His personal life and his NBA life, yes, they were one and the same of him as a person, but what we were exposed to as a culture was what he did in the NBA. And he was a great player.
Yeah.
I'm not going to never take that away from him. And his family, I send my condolences and sympathies out to, because regardless of who you are, nobody wants to see a family member taken too soon. And for him to be gone too soon, he did have an impact on the whole culture of doing that in the professional sports. And there was others that came after him, but he gets props for the one coming out and saying something that controversial out there.
Yeah, and the fact that he had somebody like Kobe Bryant that actually came to him and said, "Hey man, live your life. Don't I guess dim your light because of others." And something that you say, Shada, that I totally agree with. Just because somebody is living a lifestyle that you don't agree with, that doesn't mean that they deserve to die from some type of disease. Because some people would say, well, if he wasn't living that type of lifestyle, God wouldn't punish him. But you even say that, hey, God doesn't look at you and say that, hey, I'm gonna give it to this person, not give it that person. No, cancer can affect anybody. Anybody can come down with cancer.
And the thing that bothers me the most about this is when it comes to the people that evangelicals or people that want to poke the fact that they're Christians and this, that, and the other. Y'all just need to remember when Jesus died on the cross, there was a thief that asked him for forgiveness before his death. I don't know what Jason Collins had said between him and God on his deathbed. That's between him and that. But as a human being, I'm going to say I'm sad that we've lost another brother to this daggone horrendous disease, cancer. Period.
Yeah. And Tim Dog, and the fact that he came out and he got all the support from brothers in the league, you know what I'm saying? At a time when, like Shada said, it's frowned upon on young men, especially young black men, to say that they're living that type of lifestyle. So once again, Tim Dog, how much did Jason Collins change sports culture after becoming the first openly gay active NBA player?
Well, I would say he changed it, but it wasn't like a quick overnight change, because wasn't it an NFL player who came out too?
That is correct.
But he came out much later. He
right. What I'm saying is Jason Collins, he was the first, but
correct.
You know,
he was called the Trailblazer.
Yeah, no, I guess what I'm trying to say, Tim Dog, is that he wasn't a professional player at the time. He was still in college. He came out in college right before he got drafted. That's the only difference. But you are totally right in what you're saying.
You know, what I'm saying is that some people felt comfortable enough to say something.
There it is.
So that and that's what he changed. And not everyone, because there's still people who, you know, feel like, oh, the stigmatism of them being harassed or whatever is still going to be there.
Exactly.
But I mean, you are professional. Maybe in college you would see that, but once you start making money, you start messing with people's money. You know, people start thinking that you're different. And to me, when I heard it, I was like, wow, you know, that's kind of bold, you know, back then. And I wasn't mad at him. I didn't have any feelings. But something that Shada said, you know, it just made me think that, you know, people going to pick and choose what out of the Bible they want to use and who's in the Bible and who's not. Yeah. Those are the people who, you know, to me are the problem, because you can't be real with yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm wrong or whatever. That's them. I don't have to deal with it, but you're going to put your own personal feelings behind it just to what? Try to humiliate someone, but yet you're humiliating yourself by doing it.
And I think what Jason Collins did, I think is commendable, because like you said, it's between him and his God. You know, we don't know what's going to happen on our deathbed, who's going to meet us. We don't know. We never know. It might meet Jason Collins meeting us. Hey, welcome to the goddamn party. I don't know. But the brother took a chance to go out there in the prime of his career. It wasn't like he was a young man. I mean, he was an old player at that time. He was in the prime of his career when he decided to make that decision. With that being said, my main man, Shada, does Jason Collins' health battle show retired athlete need more long-term support and care? Even though he just found out that he had cancer 5 months ago, you know what I'm saying? But do you think that these sports leagues should help these retired players with their long-term care? Your thoughts?
Yes, they should help them with their long-term care, just like the VA is set there for us military folks when we retire for long-term care. It is the responsibility, I think, of the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, and all these other UFL and all the WNBA, all these leagues out there. If you're profiting off of putting extra mileage on somebody's body for profit, of course you should compensate them. They're putting their bodies. Think about it. People don't really sit down and really think about this thing across all the spectrums. Everybody like to jump up and say, "Oh, we're military, we get compensation." Think about what these players put their bodies through.
Yeah,
and what they constantly have to deal with, the pressures of performing or making this and doing that. They still have the same pressures that we have. We just don't understand it because we don't have their type of daggone pressure on money.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I understand the pressures of all these professional athletes. But what I do know is, yes, they need support, because while athletes, you mentioned Kobe Bryant earlier. Kobe Bryant himself is the one that sit there as he's labeled as the Mamba, and he had to go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
He went through a whole lot of stuff, and he went to get counseling, and he went to talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. I retired, and I had my moments when I had to go ahead and sit down and talk to somebody and probably get some medication that's going to balance me out. Long-term care is something that we in this country have always really had. And this is why I think that all these businesses and all these leagues that's making money hand over fist off of the backs of people, oil rigs, all of them. People need compensation, because if you didn't do what you were doing for that, would your body be worn down the way it is, depending on where you were in life?
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is, Tim Dog, after these guys are retired, they still are ambassador for their leagues.
Correct.
Because people know them from them playing in the league. So the same question to you: does Jason Collins' health battle show retired athletes need more long-term support and care after they're done playing in whatever sports that they were playing in? Your thoughts?
Not only but hell yeah, believe it or not, while we were talking, I looked up the history of the retired players' health insurance. 2016 was the year that the NBA was the first professional sports league to provide health insurance to its alumni. The first, and then other sports started following behind it. And like I said earlier, when you start something, all you can do is improve on it. So it's only been 10 years.
Yeah.
So I'm sure with the next collective bargaining, since this happened to Jason Collins, maybe they may implement something else into it. So to me, it's nice to have something to fall back on after you, like everyone said, you give your blood, sweat, and your body to something, and then you get nothing back once you retire out of it. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and the fact that, like I say, the brother made a choice to come out when that could have been a career killer, but it didn't, because he was still a great player in his own right. You know what I'm saying? You don't make the league that the only, I think if you think about NBA, at least I don't think they got over 1,000 players that ever played in the NBA. Tim Dawg, if you could Google that for me, how many players since the leagues have been formed? I know it's not more than 5,000 since the league has been. No, not since the league's been formed. It's less than that.
Less than what?
5,000 players ever played in an NBA game.
Approximately 5,000. They say roughly 4,900.
See what I'm saying? Wow. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, the whole time that the league has been formed
since it started.
That's insane.
So you look at a small number. That's why, just to do a little caveat. That's why when people are, when we talking to our young brothers and sisters and we're telling them, hey, you can play basketball, you can play football, you're basically getting them down to a small, minute number.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The percentage is so low.
It's so low that you will make the league in these professional sports. So, but getting back
1 in 1 million.
Yeah. So that's what it boils down to. But getting back to Jason Collins, I'm gonna come back to you, Tim Dawg. Then I'm gonna come to you, Shada. Okay. Will Jason Collins be remembered more for his NBA career or the barriers he's broke in the sports?
Oh, definitely the barrier. I mean, he had average subpar career. Man, I was looking up his stats, but he's definitely going to be known as the pioneer of, the movement, getting out there and letting people know, hey, I am gay and I can play.
There it is. What do you say about it, Shada?
Question. I'm not sure if I'm conflating people or facts, but doesn't he have a brother?
I think he might have a twin brother. Didn't he have a twin brother?
I
think he got a twin brother, if I'm not mistaken. I think he do have a twin brother.
I think I'm not mistaken. I think he's one of the twins that's been in the NBA.
I think I remember.
He has a twin brother, Jaren.
Yeah, Jaren. Yeah, he does have a twin brother. Yeah.
So and they both played in the NBA.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I know he's been around for a minute. He played with the Nets. He for a long time the Celtics. That's who the teams I remember him most from. But he had a twin brother, and the thing that's crazy is, man, he's not going to be. He's one of. It's just like looking at the NBA. You have players that for me personally, we all put them in brackets as far as what they did for their position or whatever. And I think he played power forward,
center.
Yeah, power forward center.
Was it center?
Yeah, power forward center. These days.
Yeah.
Correct. So my thing is, he played well enough to be in the NBA to make a difference on some teams when they needed it. As far as what he made a difference, he was a good baller. So, but he won't be remembered as a great. He'll be remembered as that guy that came out and said, "Hey, you know what? In the locker room, we're in there showering. I am gay, and I'm the dude that daggone then come over there and actually daggone fond of you. But I'm just letting you know what it is."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's big for him to do that. It's huge.
Yeah. And just like Tim Dawg saying, just like you just say, Shada, I think that's what he's going to be remembered for. I think it was somebody was talking about KG and KG. They was going someplace. I think they was going overseas to play a basketball game or something. And KG was saying that, yeah, you know, we're gonna have the women coming over here. We're gonna have some women and whatever. And then Jason Collins on the team, he said, "Don't worry about it, Jason. We're gonna have some men for you too." So
but technically, we laugh, but technically, is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong.
No, he was just roasting him.
Exactly, but he's not wrong.
Yeah.
No,
So what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that his teammates knew that he was gay, and
Right.
they were just, hey, you just another person on the team. He wasn't left out of, you know, being roasted in that type of situation.
But the thing with that is that's crazy, y'all. I remember when I was deployed in Afghanistan in Tarin-Kowt. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all that's where I met Prince. What's his name? That's married to Meghan Markle. He was a pilot.
Harry.
Prince Harry. Yeah. So when I was in Tarin-Kowt, dog, I remember a situation, you know what I'm saying, where it was daggone when Obama came out and was like, yeah, you know, the last no terror repeal. The very next day, when that thing daggone dropped, there was so much moving going on. I couldn't believe that we were in combat theater and cats, and this hadn't been 24 hours yet. And cats was like switching rooms like crazy. I was like, oh, okay. So it had an impact even in the military for him to come out today and gonna say that. It's a big thing.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, I like what Kobe Bryant said, live your life, man. Who am I to tell you how to live your life? Because I'd be damned if you gonna tell me how to live mine. But that being said, let's move on. Man, it went down, and Wemby with the elbow.
Bryant off of the three. Wembanyama engulfs the rebound.
Oh, that's an elbow. That's an elbow by Victor.
And we're going to tie him with Daniels. Naz Reid was the guy who took the elbow. Everybody stays on their respective benches. Officials in quickly to separate. And now they will figure out where the call goes.
Well, to me, it looked like that was a clear elbow by Victor on the rebound. He had got it cleanly, and you saw Minnesota trying to steal the basketball from him. And it almost looked on the backside, too. Jaden McDaniels was trying to grab Victor from the backside.
There you go. There's the back. The box out. There's that. There's that. That's a problem for the Spurs.
Yeah, that's going to be a flagrant one. That's going to be upgraded.
The criteria for a flagrant. There is a possibility that's a 2.
Oh, man.
Obviously, fans are seeing it in a different time than you are at home. There's their reaction. Penalty 2 in a flagrant foul is unnecessary and excessive contact. Real speed gives you a sense of the timing of it.
I would not be surprised if they give him a 2. I mean,
after review, there is wind-up, impact, and follow-through above the neck of an opponent. It is unnecessary and excessive in contact by Wembanyama. It meets all the criteria and has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2. Wembanyama's been ejected.
What does that mean? He just said, I'm ejected. You read his lips as he was talking to Harrison Barnes. What does that mean? So Wembanyama is out of this game.
Yeah, fellas, that's one of those blows that you're like, damn, I understand that he's frustrated.
I was watching the game.
Yeah, I was too. He was frustrated.
He was frustrated, but then he acted like he didn't know he was going to get ejected. That was crazy. That was the crazy part for me. But Shada, did the NBA make the right call by not suspending Wemby after that elbow on Naz Reid?
They didn't suspend him?
No.
No, he came back the next game.
Oh, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for listen to me. Forgive me but we grew up in the 80s. And I don't care what era you grew up in. That elbow right there, if that had happened back in the 80s, that's a full-fledged bench clear.
80s or the 90s.
That's Detroit Pistons at the freaking fight between Ron Artest and going up in the crowd. Bro, the fact that the motion that went, and y'all know I'm a Wemby fan. The minute I saw it, even my daughter was like, "Oh, Dad, what you go? That's your boy?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he gotta go." The rule of law is it's above the neck. There was a wind up, and he clearly made contact.
Yeah.
So I don't care who you are in the NBA. I'm a fan of the game first. That they made the absolute right call in daggone ejected him, but not daggone freaking fining him or suspending him for a game. That's bullcrap. Cause that that we saw what happened to Draymond Green back in the day, and freaking daggone that was a big thing as far as the Cavaliers when they were going against the Golden. Was he with Cavaliers?
Yeah. Cavaliers, Golden State against the Cavaliers. Yeah, when he kicked LeBron James
Draymond Green out, that changed the whole aspect of it.
Yeah,
and Wemby needs to understand that the fact of the matter is, bro, that is unacceptable. You are too big for you to be swinging your. All you got to do is stretch your arms up and hold the ball above your head, and they're gonna foul you. You don't have to throw your elbows.
Yeah. And the fact that you made a great point because of the fact that it is Wemby, and we saw what the league did to Draymond when Draymond basically grazed LeBron James nuts, and they kicked him out the game and they suspended him for the next game. And with that being said, Tim Dog, I want you to answer that. And also, was Wemby protecting himself during a physical play, or did he lose control? So did the league messed up by not suspending him the next game, and did he lose control with what he did? Your thoughts?
Yeah, the league really messed up only because they sending a message that, oh, if you're a superstar and it's the playoffs, we may overlook this, but if you anyone else, don't try this. Don't try it. And Wemby, he lost control because they were D'ing his ass up. He only had 4 points in the second quarter. That's when all that happened, because they were trapping him, double teaming him, frustrating him, and he was turning the ball over. And I mean, he was rebounding. Can't nobody stop that, but he wasn't scoring. And that's when he got frustrated, because every time he touched it, the double team came and he had to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, and you brought it up, and it leads right into my next question, Shada, because I want to get you, I'm going to hear what you have to say. How much does Wemby being the face of the league future influence how the NBA handles a situation like this?
That's a great question. That's a great follow-up question. And personally, I think the fact that they did not take action after the game, he should be out for the next game. Period. That's the standard they have set. In this country,
hold up, Shada. You made a great point. That is the standard they have set, but now you're not even living up to the standard that you
right.
Go ahead.
Correct. And that's the thing. We remember those championships where you made calls and put people out of the game that could have affected the outcome. We remember. And the NBA, they messed up right here. And they're going to know that they messed up, because the bottom line still remains. What are you doing now? You're moving the goalposts and saying, if you are a superstar, we're going to go ahead and say we're going to slap you on the wrist. That's the same thing that our daggone fat ass.
Yeah, no, you don't have to say it. I'm gonna say it for you, because the fact of the matter is that do as I say, not as I do. With that being said, Tim Dog, I want to get your final thought. What message does the NBA send to players when a playoff elbow like that doesn't lead to a suspension? Because, like we say, we saw what happened with Draymond Green. Like we say, in the 80s and the 90s, yeah, you might have not get kicked out of the game, but you was going to get you would have get kicked out the game, but it's going to be a fight at first, and then you might not have been suspended. But since the early 2000s, every time this physical type play, they want to get that out the game. So of course you're going to get ejected from the game. You're going to get a fine, and then you're gonna miss a couple of games because Shada even brought it up. The malice in the palace. We don't want to have that type of situation.
Oh,
that's why they stop. That's why they start stopping these players from coming on the court. Because if one player had came on the court from off the bench, he would have been suspended. Yep. So you try to say that I can suspend somebody for coming off the bench to protect my players, but y'all not going to suspend this guy because he elbowed my player damn near in the goddamn throat. I know I went long-winded there, Tim Dog, but
no, you good because
what message does the NBA send to players, especially role players? What type of message are they sending to them?
Well, the message from the NBA on this situation was that they did not punish him because this is a first-time offender with no prior history of dangerous plays. He's never been flagrant or ejected from the game in his NBA career.
So what does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Hold on, Shada. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only reading the message.
I know. It's not aimed at you. It's aimed at the
No. I understand, but the thing is, they're saying, well, this is the first time he ever done it, and from here on, maybe, not maybe, but from henceforward, we're gonna start doing something about it. But to me, it doesn't matter if it's your first time allowed. So what? If he would have broke somebody's leg because he got mad and frustrated, and that was the first time, would you not suspend him then?
Facts.
Yeah. Or the elbow that he threw. I could see.
Gave him a concussion or something.
A concussion, or it was up to because Wemby when he threw the elbows down there almost at his throat.
He had plenty of wind up on that too.
Exactly. And that's the part that I don't get. The NBA, they need to do what they need to do, man. And like you say, first offense is your last offense. Because if I suspend you for the next game or so, you would never do that again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand because I've never been arrested, and I want somebody to give me a second chance. I don't want to go to prison.
It's called consequences.
It's called consequences.
It's a deterrent.
It's a deterrent. It's a damn sure it is.
And they said that flagrant 2 fouls do not always result in automatic suspension. And the league typically avoids handing out suspensions during critical playoff games unless there is a documented history of the players' flagrant acts, like Draymond Green. They got it right up in there.
Like Draymond Green. But I can understand that, man. But you set a precedent, but now you done set another precedent. Whatever, I'm messing the word up, but
No, you said it right. And now SGA like, oh man, I got one. Okay, let me wait.
Yeah.
So my question is to all of this NBA talking about, oh yeah, we don't have a precedent. Charles Oakley, Charles Barkley, Bill Laimbeer.
No, I guess what they're saying is that
I
guess what they're saying is that if you're not a Pete offender, that's just like Steph Curry. If Steph Curry go out there and throw an elbow at somebody, Steph Curry's not known to be a dirty player.
I don't give a damn if you Steph Curry or LeBron James. You throw an elbow, you get the same damn rule.
Yep.
And I agree with you.
Keep it consistent.
Keep it consistent. I totally agree with you. Fellas, I don't have no videos on this shit right here because I don't want to get no videos on this bullshit. But shout out coming to you. Did the Knicks sweep prove the NBA they are real finals contenders? Fuck the Knicks.
I just want to. This is why I'm wearing this hat because this has nothing to do with that coon on ESPN. This has everything to do with the fact that I just want all you Cowboys fans out there that like to jump on here and say something. Cowboy was originally a black thing. White men didn't like being called boy back in the day. So cowboy is a black thing for those of you who don't know. So I'm wearing this hat just as a reminder because Django is one of my favorite characters of all time. He is my hero. And I just want to let you know that I'm riding that horse over them 76ers with this Knicks gear cowboy hat because we rode y'all like a Bronco. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary roughness. There should have been a flag on the play. I don't know what the hell happened, but all I All I know is whatever y'all do, don't y'all get rid of freaking daggone them two guards. Cause Embiid, let me tell you like this right now. Embiid is the biggest disappointment. I thought he was gonna show up after that big show up in that last series. I said, Embiid fighting through it. He going through the daggone thing. He gonna show up.
He showed up.
And what did Embiid do? He pretended like, oh, my leg hurt, my knee hurt. Oh, I couldn't. I'm gonna shoot this three. I'm gonna go ahead and try and call Anthony Towns. I'm gonna go ahead and let Maxey daggone speed through. I ain't gonna play no defense. And I just wanna let you know right now.
Look at that on the street.
Paul George is basically your daggone Tobias Harris.
Oh my God.
He is gonna come to your team and do just enough for y'all to lose.
Thank you for that soliloquy there, Shada. You had the right to say what you had to say, and all I know is I'm a diehard Sixers fan, and I got the boat ready for me and you. Y'all know, brother Law, we both for that same damn boat.
The boat. Man, y'all ain't going on no boat. Y'all catching a bus.
Listen, real talk. I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm a fan of the game first.
Yeah.
I'm telling you like this right now. If you guys get anything worth of a freaking center that's willing to daggone go out the court and die for y'all win the championship. It's not gonna happen with Joel Embiid.
I got that, but man, I say my thoughts about Joel Embiid.
I'm just saying that other guard that y'all got.
I got you, VJ.
What's the other guard name?
VJ. VJ.
Oh, Edgecombe.
Yeah. VJ.
Oh my.
And Maxey. Boy,
you know what I love about Edgecombe? Edgecombe has that edge. He's like he got that ball, and when he goes to the rim, he reminds me of Allen Iverson. He will dunk on you.
Yeah, he got that. But we talking about the sorry ass Knicks right now. Motherfucker. Ain't won shit since 73. Tim Dog, your time to talk. Shout out, you already had your time. Tim Dog, how impressed are you with the Knicks depth and team basketball during this dominant run? Because the Knicks has been dominant during this run that they're on. So your thoughts on the Knicks?
Shada, aka Bass Reeves over there. Arrested
that's my man's in there.
Arrested the 76ers for larceny because they stole them games against Boston because they didn't have Jason Tatum.
True. That's looking bad right now.
But the Knicks ever since when they lost that game to Atlanta, when they got embarrassed, them boys been on the road. At first I said Boston, and then when I saw Detroit, how they handled the first round with Orlando, then I was like, well, maybe Detroit since Boston's out. But the Knicks, they really they put their money where their mouth is and showed how on paper they should be contenders for the NBA Finals.
You know why the Knicks are playing so well? Because there's a consensus in New York that they told them. They said, y'all go in this game, go deep in this playoffs, and you play around and go out there and lose this. We're gonna crucify y'all.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Shada, that was the difference. The Knicks started going deep in their bench, whereas the 76ers didn't, and they slowed the game down by having Embiid in there. True. That's what hurt the Knicks, slowing that game down. That wouldn't allow Maxey and Edgecombe and Oubre, you know, those guys who like to run and gun, get up and down the court, and even Paul George. But when Embiid's in there, everything slows down to a half-court game or even slower. And, you know, Philly, they won by running up and down the court, making it fast.
They got to get rid of Embiid, man. They got rid of he's the problem.
I would say about the 76ers against the Knicks is that it's the Knicks' time. The Knicks haven't won shit since 1973.
Matchups too.
It's about time they find a goddamn nut. Even a blind Shrell will find a goddamn nut. and the Knicks just happened to find a goddamn net.
You say anything.
This is the next team that just swept the 76ers. Y'all didn't win one game.
Hold on, Shada.
Let him vent. Let him vent. Let him go.
Because I remember the Knicks when they got on Brunson, Jalen Brunson. Who won him? Oh man,
The Knicks did.
No, the Knicks didn't. I'm talking about the fans. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the fans. Oh, that's the worst trade ever. That's the worst trade ever.
No,
because they wanted to get.
That's not true. Context is everything. It was between Donovan Mitchell and Brunson.
If you go back and watch the New York Knicks fan
base, was a toss-up between Brunson and Donovan Mitchell when he was with you.
There you go.
But this is what you just said. The Knicks wanted Donovan Mitchell. That's who y'all wanted. Y'all got Jalen Brunson, and y'all buried the man before he even got a chance to play. Now,
because
hold on. Like Tim Dodd said, hold on. Now he's the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my goodness, he's the best thing since sliced bread. And Cat. Oh, we crucified Cat. That motherfucker bad, the luckiest bitch in the goddamn world. Yeah, Embiid can play better. He can play better, but the Knicks is on the roll right now.
Yeah.
And another thing I would give the Knicks credit for, and what I'm pissed off with my Sixers about is that how the fuck you let the New York Knicks fan come into our goddamn arena and that bitch sound like Madison Square Garden?
Shit, they did the same thing in Atlanta.
This shit doesn't make no sense.
This ain't the Allen Iverson 76ers. This is not the same 76ers.
No, this is the city of Philadelphia. You cannot
city of brotherly love.
You cannot go to an Eagles game and they fans outnumber the goddamn Eagles.
It will never happen. It will never happen.
It should never happen with the 76ers. I don't give a damn. And that's the shit that pissed me off. The sweep pissed me off, but motherfuckers in there cheering like they the goddamn Garden, that really pissed me off. But shout out, man.
I concur. That made me mad too, because for a second I was like, are they playing at the Garden?
Yeah.
I'm like, how you gonna get embarrassed get out shouted in your own house?
And with that being said, Charlie, you even said it. Moving on, you even said it. After getting swept, is it time for the Sixers to seriously rethink the Joel Embiid era?
Yes, get him going. He is the problem because since the Sixers have been going through this thing for the last couple of years, Joel Embiid has been there. He's been injured. He's been not good. He's been on the bench. He's been there since Ben Simmons. He went through the whole Ben Simmons thing. Are you serious, dude? You went through the whole Ben Simmons saga, and this is what you give us? Are you kidding me? As a fan, you should be ashamed of yourself.
This is everybody know I'm a diehard Sixers fan. You know what I'm saying? The Sixers we had the number 1 draft pick. We picked Folks. We took Folks over Tatum. Tatum was in that draft class.
Mm-hmm.
We took Folks, and Folks is out of the damn league, and they call it. Well, I was saying to myself, "Oh, we got the Feds." It was Folks, Embiid. I forgot the dude name start with a D, and Simmons. Feds. Now,
he said Feds
because that's what it was. Because he didn't call Feds. Now, 3 of them motherfuckers not in the goddamn league no goddamn more, and one of them on his goddamn last leg, and that's
no. His last knee.
Last week. Yeah. With that being said, Tim Dog, who deserved the most blame for the sweep? Joel Embiid is star of the team. Joel Embiid, the front office, or Coach Nick Nurse? Your thoughts?
Coach, because he's the one that changed the dynamic of the team.
Boom.
Yeah.
Once he brought in Embiid, he was scoring all the points in the games, getting the rebound. That because his ass stayed in the paint or close to it. Except on exchanges where a transition where he slowly got his ass up the court and he'll stop at the top of the key and shoot one because his ass is tired.
Yeah,
but he was the one.
I know I'll give him a little leeway because he did have his opinions out. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking that away from him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he became more of a liability than an asset.
And that's where the coaches need to say, hey, I understand that you want to play. Just like with the team we about to talk about right now. But Luka,
bring him off the bench.
Luka probably could have played. But it was the coach's decision to be like, hey, if we get past, of course they didn't. If we get past this next round, maybe you could play. That's what they should have did with Embiid.
One more game.
I totally agree with you. It's Nick Nurse, and I also got to put it on the front office, man. The front office, we haven't done what we needed to do to be successful as a goddamn NBA team. I'll talk about the Knicks. I think the last time the Knicks won is 1973, if I'm not mistaken, either 70 or 73, one of them. And the last time the Sixers won an NBA championship is 1983.
Yeah,
you know 83. Trust me, 4-4-1. You know, it's the 4-4-1. That's all. Yeah. So sooner or later, somebody got to win. And unfortunately, it's a sorry ass Knicks right now. But with that being said, Shada, coming back to you, we got to talk about another team that got swept, but we're going to talk about the winning team first. What impressed you most about the Thunder during the sweep? Defense, depth, or star power?
Nothing. They've been doing what they've been doing since last year.
Yeah.
I checked in on the Thunder game because I fully expect them to be in the championship.
Yeah.
I don't see no one. I'm telling you like this right now. I did not watch one live moment of that Lakers Thunder series because I knew they had not a damn chance in the world. As He-Man, the movie is coming out in June, I'm telling you like this, and the Lakers was gonna beat the daggone. That's just how I felt about it. I didn't even watch that joint.
Yeah. It's one of the things that you watch because we all want to see LeBron James succeed, and a lot of people want to see him fail as well. But like you just say, though, you know, the Oklahoma Thunder, they're a team that's built to win. They won last year. They won last year. And of course, they got the depth and the star power to do it as well. With that being said,
I heard watch LeBron get swept. I can't do it.
Yeah, I heard you say something, Tim Dog. You say Wemby, but the SGA and Chet Holmgren, because Chet Holmgren damn near the same size as Wemby, showed a lead that the Thunder young core is built for championships, not just last year, this year, and beyond. Your thoughts?
Yeah, they're built for a championship, but they have the depth, they have the defense, and you know they have the coach.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is, and we all know that in the NBA, you start winning games and winning championships. What happened?
Oh, injuries.
People turn on you as far as the fans. Once you became, break up too. But a lot of, for instance, when Golden State was winning all them championships, and then when they got and played Cleveland, everybody was hoping that they would lose, especially when they broke the record from the Bulls.
Yeah.
And they were the favorites to win, and they lost. But that next year, they redeemed themselves, and people were like, yeah, we back on the Golden State. And that's just how, fans are. If you keep winning and winning and winning, eventually people are going to say, no, you're winning too much. Let's get somebody else in here.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what's probably going to happen to OKC. But OKC needs to not become complacent.
Yeah.
Because that San Antonio Spurs team, they beat them twice this year. So
I agree with what you're saying about OKC because they win, but it's not pretty.
It'd be pretty damn ugly.
It's not a pretty win. And like you say, it's a small market team. And with a small market team, we get what we get. They're playing that fundamental basketball that a lot of people don't like. There's nobody flashy.
I love the mid-range.
No, I'm just saying, but there's nobody flashy on the team. With the Bulls, you had that flash. With the Lakers, you had Showtime. With Boston, you got Bird, McHale, that physicality. With even LeBron James, with him and D Wade. Oh man, the flash. Shaq and Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those type of teams. But when you get to the Thunder, you like they just playing fundamental basketball. I'm just saying, it's not like when we saw KD, Russell, and Serge Ibaka the old Thunder, young Thunder that we thought would have been a dynasty. That team was a flashy team. But
So-
this team, go ahead.
So you said they like the old Spurs.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And what do they do? What the Spurs did? They just win, baby. They just win.
Nick all day, baby.
Yeah, that's my damn nephew, man. My damn nephew, man. As soon as they swap up,
He said,
bullshit.
what the hell?
Yeah, because my goddamn nephew, man.
Nick's on the way, baby.
Yeah, man. My damn nephew, he's a Knicks fan and he a Cowboys fan. He all fucked up.
Oh man, no, he half right.
He half right, yeah. He half right.
Can't get
I
right.
see your nephew, man. Thank you for
No,
taking us
he
out, man.
can't get all right.
Right, you can't get it all right. Thank you for taking us out, nephew. But that being said, Shada, coming back to you, we're gonna talk about the Lakers right now. After getting swept, is it time for the Lakers to make major changes around LeBron and Luka? Luka ain't going nowhere, so basically around LeBron. Your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna change. LeBron is my all-time favorite basketball player, hands down. I'm not gonna even lie about that. But I want him to sit down now. I mean, he just needs to go sit down. Luka has some more years left in the game, but LeBron, you got to understand. When I was in the military, there was a difference between the dude that just showed up in spurts and the dude that had consistency. You know what I'm saying? I like it, that dude that had a consistent. I knew I was gonna get a consistent daggone thing from that person. LeBron got to go, bro. The game. It's almost like the Lakers and the Sixers are in the same boat with different situations. They're hanging on to something that we as a public and fan base don't see. And LeBron right now, I think his contract, him being there, is a distraction to the Laker organization moving forward because they always want to make room for him, make things for him. He needs to. This is one of them people that, you know, that Star Major that stay in the military too long just collecting TDY. Nah, he needs to go sit down.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Shada. But do you actually think with Luka being out that the Lakers would have beat Houston? Do you actually think they would have beat Houston without a LeBron James on their team? Be honest.
No.
Okay, so that's why I say what I'm saying. Yeah, he made the goal, but LeBron is still putting up, I believe, 21-7 and about 8 assists a game. That's at 41. That is a whole goddamn career for some of these players. Or they wish they could put up that type of numbers in their prime. But I totally agree.
My thing is, if LeBron is going to keep playing, then he need to come off the bench.
Okay, then I understand that. I hear what you're saying.
What about come off the bench? Because if they're going to invest in him like that, the game changes so much when he's in the game. Because the fact of the matter is, there's no way you're telling me that the Lakers, when they get on the court and LeBron is on the court, he's not always a first choice to think for every player out there.
I think Tim Dog, before I come to you, I think the matter of the fact that LeBron had became damn near the third option, because with a healthy Luka would have been my brother-in-law.
You mean retire?
My brother-in-law been trying to get rid of LeBron since he joined the damn team. He wanted to get rid of LeBron. What's LeBron signed today? A contract. My brother-in-law crazy, but maybe lose my damn train of thought too, brother-in-law. Laughing at my damn brother-in-law. You maybe lose my train of thought.
Oh, sorry, but that's true. They don't go to Washington to rehab; they go to retire.
Oh, my brother, I had a good train of thought. My damn brother threw me off, man. But Tim Dog,
it happened.
Well, Tim Dog, with that being said, man, we talked about LeBron James and Luka. So they was going to build around Luka. Better yet, Luka. Yeah. Who deserved the most blame for the Lakers getting swept? The stars, coaching, or the roster construction?
Oh, blame it on injuries, because we didn't believe that they were going to beat Houston.
No,
but they did
with
LeBron, and he was averaging 24, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
Now against OKC, they needed Luka. They needed extra shooting. Austin Reeves coming back off an injury, so he wasn't fully there. And the roster changed from the injuries, so that messed them up. And with Luka there, they probably maybe could have won a game or two. It depends. But as far as LeBron, remember what I said? How people switch on the team if they winning too much. And it's like the same thing with LeBron. He averaged 21, 6, and 7 this season.
Yeah.
You don't even have starters on teams that average that. But yet here we are talking about he needs to go, but he's producing. Why does he need to go? Because he's been there too long. We tired of seeing it. And to me, that's a disservice to LeBron, and I'm sure he probably feels conflicted because here he is producing these numbers, but people want him to go. So
and the fact of the matter is, LeBron is one of those players that, once he leave, who you gonna talk about then? And that's going to be the part that I can't wait to see. I already know
it's going to be somebody.
It's going to be probably Embiid, but Embiid never won anything. So
Stephen A. gonna lose his job. That's what.
Not Stephen A. All of them gonna lose their job, man.
Don't mention that man on here.
The fact of the matter is, you called it out, Tim Dog. 21, 6, and 7. A 41-year-old player, the average start in the NBA isn't giving you that. And of course, with the Lakers losing the way that they lost to a superior team. Even with Luka, a healthy Luka, they probably wouldn't have won. And then if you look at their roster, Ayton didn't give him shit.
Nope.
He didn't.
And against OKC, he was 24, 7, and 6.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's just the fact that it was a bad matchup. Basically everybody knew OKC was going to win, going to beat them. But we were just hoping for them not to get swept. Unlike my bitch ass 76ers. Let the motherfucker come in our goddamn arena chanting Knicks shit. Motherfucker. Then the motherfucker was talking about they don't even eat cheesesteak. All the fans. We don't want no cheesesteak.
They eat chicken cheese.
He got reason to be mad. He got reason to be mad. For real.
Oh yeah.
He got reason to be mad.
It's like Embiid just came in and sucked all the air.
And that's what he did, man.
And he took all the points and the rebounds and everything with him. And nobody was left with anything.
Exactly. Man, we got one more topic I wanted to get into, man. And this not concerning, but we're going to talk about a little bit about the Atlanta Braves. Bobby Cox died.
Remember Bobby Cox, the legendary Braves manager who led the team to its first ever World Series in 1995, has passed away.
Give everything you got because it's going to pass real quick.
We have live Team 2 coverage of the Hall of Famer's impact on the team, a reaction from fans, and how the Braves are honoring his legacy.
All you've got is your family and your friends at the end. So I've made a lot of friends, hopefully.
When you think of the greatest Braves players in the history of their franchise, there's Hank, Dale, Chipper, and the big three pitchers of Maddox, Glavine, and Smoltz. But when it comes to a manager, there is only one name, Bobby Cox. Cox started off his career as a baseball player, signing with the LA Dodgers in 1959. The Braves acquired Cox in 1966, but he didn't make his big league debut until the New York Yankees signed him in 1968.
My only claim to fame, actually, as a ball player was I got a chance to play with Mickey Mantle.
When bad knees ended Cox's playing days, he turned to managing. Cox managed the Braves from 1978 to 1981 and then returned in 1986. As the Braves skipper, Cox led the team on a magical run, winning 14 consecutive division championships. That included the Braves' unbelievable worst to first season. In 1991, Cox's team was below 500 at the All-Star break, but nosed ahead of the LA Dodgers after the season's 160th game. Then in 1995, the Braves won Cox's only World Series championship, beating the Cleveland Indians. Cox telling us about his memories of Game 6.
Tom Glavine, Dave Justice, those two. Those two. Tommy almost pitched a no-hitter. He pitched a two-hitter. And Dave got one out of the ballpark, and that's all we needed.
Bobby Cox was considered the ultimate player's manager. He rooted hard for his men from the dugouts, and they played hard for him on the field.
Shada, coming back to you, Shada. And it's just one of these questions that has to be asked because you saw they was on a run there. The Braves was on a run, but they only won one World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Can Bobby Cox really be considered one of the greatest managers ever with only one World Series title?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the mere fact, Bobby Cox, when he was with the Braves, I was just getting to Fort Gordon as a soldier at the end of '95.
Wow.
So, yeah, he was, as far as baseball, he was a thorn in my side as far as Yankees were concerned, because even though he only won one World Series, it doesn't matter. While Bobby Cox was at the helm, there is nobody that go into a series with the Braves that were completely, I don't care who you were not completely comfortable. Think about your boy. Bobby Cox played in the time of Ken Griffey Jr., David Justice, Tom Glavine, freaking daggone Roger Clemens. You know, old boy, the tall dude that was there in Texas. What was his name?
The
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson. There you go.
He was with the Mariners.
What they call him? The what?
The big unit. No,
yeah, the big
unit.
there you go. The big unit.
This dude, this Bobby Cox coached against some of the, I would have to say, one of the greatest eras of baseball when you're talking about as far as home. Sammy Sosa. Ooh. I mean, come on, man. But the thing that Bobby Cox did that nobody failed to realize is he was always in the mix when he was there. You could never count the Braves out. Even when they will start 0-15 or whatever, next thing you know, at the end of the season, there they are playing, challenging for the pennant. And yeah, he's gonna be remembered as an all-time great. Even, you know, Bobby Cox also was the manager that had the racist daggone pitcher. What was his name? Rock, whatever. That was down in Atlanta that everybody had a problem with. The tall,
you talking about Rocker. The pitcher, Rocker. You talking about Rocker.
John Rocker.
John Rocker. Yeah.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah. He's, David Justice, all of them. I don't like that to bring up David Justice because Halle Berry. I never forgive him what he did to Halle Berry. This son of a bitch. I don't give a damn. I'll spit on his grave for what he did to Halle Berry. That was some bull crap. David Justice will never be on my list.
I got you. I understand, man. But Tim Dog, they say that he's one of the greatest, and they've been on that long streak, and you only won one. Can he be considered a great?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm looking at his stats. Division titles, 15, tied most all time. Playoff appearances, 16, most all time. 4 manager of the year awards. I mean, 5 pennant races, even though it's only one World Series. And to me, that just goes to show consistency. And they probably
that's the only team out of Atlanta that I fear.
That and it was just that pitching and the outfield. Oh
yes,
my goodness. And that's what had them. And the bats were good because they were a lot of place hitters. And that's what got them long. They weren't like a whole lot of home run hitters on that team. There was a lot of
place your ass to death.
Mm-hmm. And what they say, nickel and dime you.
I got you. With that being said, Shada, coming back to you. I'm coming back to you, Tim Dog. Okay. Mm-hmm. What made Bobby Cox such a successful manager? Leadership, player trust, or baseball strategy? Because the video was too long, I had to cut it down. And one of the things that they say the players basically that liked about Bobby Cox was that he would get himself ejected for his player.
He has the most ejections in the major leagues.
Yeah. So he would go up there, and so his players don't get ejected. He would get ejected, and he get ejected in playoff games as well. So whatever to do for his players, he would do. So what would he be remembered for? A successful manager, leadership, a player trust, or just baseball strategy? Shada.
All of the above.
Okay.
I think he's one of those managers that fit that mold. Him, old boy that brother that coached the Giants, the Yankees, freaking daggone coach that was there.
Dusty Baker, Joe Turner.
Dusty Baker, Joe Turner.
Joe Torre. Yeah.
Those guys are in the league of their own when it comes to managing teams, man. You can't. I mean, you could go ahead and say, "Oh, this person had more pennants and this person was on the store," but when you really look at their leadership skills and the strategies that they use and employed on the baseball field, can you really say that any one of those managers were better than the other, or would you say that they had the players lined up that year to do what they needed to do to defeat the others? That's what it comes down to, those managers, when I think about Bobby Cox.
Okay, what do you guys say about it, Tim Dow?
Same thing. He was a player's manager. He was also, one of those managers that stick by your players. That's why people didn't mind playing with him. But most of all, he knew how to work his pitches. What was it? Greg Maddux,
Glavine, and
Smokes. That's the one. I forgot about Glavine, but Smokes. Yeah, and I mean, when you think about it, then they had that rotation, that relief pitcher.
You're talking about Cooper.
We just said his name on the show. I've been drinking, so I apologize. But
you guys Smoke.
Smoke wasn't the closer.
Rock,
there you go.
No, he's talking about the hitter. He's talking
I'm talking about the closer.
Rock was the closer.
Oh yeah.
He was the old boy from New York. What's his name? The closer.
Martinez.
No, not Martinez.
Rivera.
Yeah,
Mariano Rivera.
Yeah.
Rivera.
But he wasn't as great as him, but he was just as good.
Yeah, he was
because he didn't play that long.
True.
Yeah. And he uses players to their advantage. I mean, think about it. They didn't. He was like the coach. The manager that everybody wanted to play for. And like Shada was saying earlier, the teams were the players for the teams. He would sacrifice himself so that star players would be able to stay in the game. You don't see that a lot as far as managers nowadays in the major leagues. Standing up for their players. Yeah, they get out there and show a show, but his was strategic in what he did.
Yeah, and I agree with y'all, man. He may go down to the greats to the fans, but
he will go down as great.
Let me finish. He would go down to the great to the fans, but we all know that it all goes with what? Championships. True. You only got one.
Yeah.
And that is the thing that a lot of people would say, well, you could say he's one of the greatest, but he only won one World Series, especially with the teams that he had. And that is the part that when we talk about championship and ring culture, it basically diminished, like y'all say, the greatness of a Bobby Cox. Yeah, he may not have won as many World Series, but look how he achieved excellent with the talent that he had at that time. The other team just had better talent. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
But
we're forgetting Chipper Jones and we're forgetting Andrew Jones.
Yeah. You had McGriff on there as well. But what I'm just saying is that it's a shame that when we look at great players, we look at, well, they didn't win anything. That doesn't matter. That doesn't take away from their greatness. And that's on the fans. That's not on the team, because the last time I looked,
not on the players, it's on the fans.
Yeah, because last time I looked, it take a team to win a championship. I don't give a damn. One person can't go out there. If that's the case, if you put 1 on 5, or how many was on the baseball field? 9, I believe 9 on the baseball field at one time. 1 on 9. Motherfucker hit the ball and try to run all the bases. You got to catch the ball. You got to pitch. It doesn't work. So it's a team effort. And the team just didn't get it done. But for Bobby Cox, man, I think he did a wonderful job with the Braves. I didn't even know that he coached the Braves twice. They say that from what do you say? Shut up, bald head. But I don't even know who that is.
From 78 to 81 to 90 to 2010.
But I didn't know he coached him twice. I only thought he was the head coach, on the manager the second time around. But that being said, man, it's great that Bobby Cox got what he deserved. He is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But
14 straight division titles.
Yeah.
14 straight.
And that's why I say that's going to be the knock, that he didn't get more World Series. And that's going to only be the knock. That's the only knock that I see, man. But other than that, yeah, he's a great coach. Fellas, man, I got a discussion I want us to do quick, and then we get here, get in with you, Shada. And this Sports Week discussion is we talked about this earlier, man. We were talking about Wemby. And I want to get y'all thoughts, man, about these star players and the treatment that they get. So, Tim Dell, I'm coming to you first, okay? Do star players get special treatment from referees, or is it just part of earning respect in the league? And I'm talking about in all sports, all star players, they seem to get the whistle. They seem to get the call. They seem to get, I guess, I'm going to look the other way. I saw you did that, but it's okay. So, is that part of earning respect, or is it a league problem? Your thoughts?
I would say a little bit of twofold, only because a referee, if you're one of those players who are always looking for the call and trying to get it, they will dismiss it more only because you're trying so hard. Whereas a player, whose integrity, they believe is intact, and they're a good player. So I would tend to say it would be both. Let me just cut it short. I would say both.
I got you. Shada. Then if that's the case, why do role players seem to get called differently than superstars in big moments?
Because those role players don't bring the fans to the seats. It's a simple business model. The fact of the matter is, role players are supposed to come in at the end of the game to go ahead and back clean up after the team have done their job. The problem with people thinking like that is role players play a significant part, because the fact of the matter is, no matter what you say, no matter what professional league you're in, you don't have any that freaking control over injury or sickness or none of that stuff. So my thing is, every team that's there should be trying to do the same thing as far as making sure that their role players all ready to go just in case. But nobody daggone takes stocks in role players, no matter what. I mean, we've known that from freaking daggone Pee Wee League. They're just some players get on the field who's just gonna go out there and be like, okay, he likes butterflies and he likes to chase butterflies on the field. Okay, we're gonna give him a chance. We're up by 6 touchdowns, but role players play their part. I just don't.
I hear what you're saying, Shada. I hear what you're saying, but Tim Dog, I'm coming to you. See, Shada, I heard what you just said.
Yeah.
With that being the case, does star player treatment hurt the integrity of the sports then? Because we're not going to give a nobody the call, but I'm only going to give it to the star player. Then why is that protecting the league biggest name? So is that hurting the integrity of the game? Because if I chop the hell out of you and I'm the star player and they don't call it, but then you chop the hell out of me, shit, everybody rushing over. Are you okay? Oh, make sure I'm gonna toss your ass out because you're a nobody. Doesn't that hurt the integrity of the game?
Yeah, JT said it in his video. You know what I'm saying? I shoot you. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. But
can I get
I got to get Tim Dog. Let me get Tim Dog in here. Shout out. Let me get Tim Dog. What you gotta say, Tim Dog?
No. In a way, it's like Shada was saying. I mean, to me, I guess it depends on also the foul and the person. Because not every star player is out there trying to gain the advantage of getting a foul call. They're trying to gain the advantage of position, speed, or something else like that.
But we're talking the integrity of the game.
But what I'm saying is, when a referee or a judge, whoever sees this, they have to know the person, have to know the play. What are they trying to do? And to me, it's not hurting it is hurting the integrity of the game a little bit, but if you are that same person who's always trying to get the call, and you're getting it, and you know what I'm saying, in the NBA, in the NFL, come on, ref, well, you ain't throw the whistle, you know what I'm saying? There's always those players that's always looking for it, and there are some star players who are always looking for it, i.e., I ain't gonna say his name, LeBron James, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? So the refs don't always give them that call. But when they do, yes, it does. It hurts the integrity of the game. Yeah,
and I think that's the issue. That's why we see in the way that they're officiating the league right now, especially with sports betting. You know what I'm saying? You know,
there you go.
With a star player.
That's a different horse by itself.
Yeah, no, it goes right into what we're talking about, the integrity of the game. Because
right on the head.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a different subject all by itself as far as sports betting.
No,
but
but
cause a whole different kind of problems with it.
No, Tim, though, it boils right into the integrity of the game, and that's why if you let me finish, you let ride this train, and then if you don't agree with me, get off on the next stop. Okay, what I'm is that it hurts the integrity of the game. Is that a foul is a foul, offside is offside, whatever. But with sports betting, we want our star players. Oh, he's supposed to get 2 touchdowns a day. Oh, I'm gonna look the other way on his holding call to make sure that he gets it. See, that hurts the integrity of the game. That's what I'm saying. The integrity of the game with the foul. Oh, well, I don't want this person to get kicked out the game because he needs to finish. They got the over under how many minutes he's gonna play. Oh, 35 minutes. Okay, that hurts the integrity of the game. But if it's a no-name player, we could call a foul on him. We could do this. We could do that. That's why I say that call it fair down the goddamn thing. Yeah, we come to see the star player, but we also come to see a fair game. We also want to see a great game. We don't want to see, like you said, you brought up LeBron James, but who are they calling the floppers now? It's not LeBron James. It's the Thunder. That's exactly right.
It's the Knicks.
No, you're right. You're right.
That is the team that they're saying that is the most floppingest team in the league, but they're not calling it both ways. That's what I'm saying when it comes down to the integrity of the game.
The flopping is out of control.
One more thought, and I want to get an answer for both of my brothers right here, right? This is a good one right here. Which sports team has the biggest officiated bias towards star players? And I'm talking about in all leagues. Shada, you go first.
That's a man. You didn't have to do it like that. Scheiße. Bro, I watch a lot of sports, and I would. It's very.
Let me rephrase it. Then let me put it this way.
You know what?
Which referees, umpires do you yell at the most? Is it in the basketball game, football, or baseball, or whatever? Which one that you find yourself arguing at every goddamn call that they make?
NBA.
Okay.
Hands down, NBA. No doubt. NBA. There's so much flopping and hand checking and pity pat little insignificant stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you putting the ball in the daggone hoop. Bro, NBA by hands down lead all freaking professional sports that I watch when it comes to the ridiculousness of the daggone calls.
Okay.
NBA.
All right. What about you, Tim Doll? Which one?
I'm gonna say NFL only because of star players. They always protecting their star quarterbacks in the NFL. It's not always protecting or the bias against the star players, say in the NBA. Although there are some players who exacerbate the fouls and stuff, but when it comes to persistent biasness, I would say the NFL, especially towards the quarterbacks.
I'm going to say
star quarterbacks. That is,
I'm going to say any officiator throwing some shit against my damn team. So that's who I got an issue with. If it's in football, if you throwing something against my damn team, that's who I got the issue.
No, man on the street. Come on now.
I got an issue with every goddamn body. That wasn't no hole. That wasn't no hole on that goddamn.
Oh, Lord. Speaking of bias and partisanship,
yeah. I'm biased to all these goddamn referees. If you not officiating my team to win.
You gotta do better.
No, hell no. I ain't got to do shit.
I take it you don't drink either, huh?
Yeah.
How about that, Cash?
These motherfuckers, man. Any damn referee saying something against my team or who I got an issue with. But thank you, brothers, for that quick goddamn
answer.
Yeah, with that goddamn discussion right there. I just wanted to talk about it, man, because there's a lot of going on, and everybody been talking about the officiating from the NFL to the NBA. Umpires, now that they got the electronic strike zone, so you don't hardly see it as much in baseball as much as you've seen in the other leagues. I really don't watch too much of soccer, so I really don't know how well they do be flopping in soccer too. Big time, but
soccer is always been known for players.
Yeah. Yeah, but I totally agree with y'all that the officiating has to get better, and it's ruining the goddamn game because of the fact that the flopping and of course taking too long to replay and whatever. Man, get this shit out the game. But thank y'all for that trick goddamn discussion, my brother. Shotta, it's your time to shine, my brother. What you got, Shotta? Is this you right here?
Hold on. I gotta go ahead and put the next one up. Present.
You got it? Is it this one?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, snap.
So, does anyone know who that is? I know most of us that follow baseball know who that is.
Come on, man. That's Reggie Jackson, baby.
Come on. Yeah, baby. Hey.
Mr. October.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I love that dude. That dude is like one of my favorite players of all time. But did y'all know this much about Mr. Reggie Jackson?
The next one right here?
Nah.
Okay. I ain't see it.
My bad. I'm gonna get you there, dog. I'm gonna get you there. I got you. I like the facts to speak for themselves. Should be the next one up. With a write-up on him. Yes, sir. As you can see, I did not know this about Reggie Jackson. Can y'all read that?
Hey, you strike that 2,000 times.
Listen, man, listen. When I read this, I was like, what?
Oh, that 1983. You strike that.
What?
Yeah.
2,000 times? He had to lead the way like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, fellas. I was looking at that and I was like, man, Reggie Jackson, are you kidding me? Daggone 2,000 times. I would never expect him to be leading in 1983, but yeah, that's today's sports, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is, Shotta. Shotta, you had me confused because you got about 5 of these motherfuckers up here. So
I know my computer tripping sometimes. I apologize.
He was impatient.
But thank you for that shout-out, man. With your today's sports.
My bad, Pippin.
Thank you, my brother. I can get it out. I'm laughing because I'm seeing all these. That's why I'm clicking on. I'm like, what the hell? What the easy? Oh man, Pharaoh's not here, so we don't want.
Hey, but I got a trivia question.
Okay, what's the trivia question?
I'm prepared for it.
What is it?
All righty.
Hold on, Dan. Hold on.
Oh.
What's the trivia question there, my main man, Tim Dog?
There we go.
All right. What 3 NBA teams had the least amount of losses in the NBA playoffs? Are we talking about history-wise or
since the NBA-ABA merger?
Okay, all right.
Which 3 NBA teams had the least amount of losses in the NBA playoffs?
I'm gonna go with bitch ass Celtics.
I'm gonna go with
3 teams.
I'm gonna go with
3 teams that have done it.
Oh, 3 teams. Oh, you got to name all 3
teams. No. You don't have to name all 3. I'm just saying.
Shit.
Now, what'd you say?
I'm gonna go with the Houston Rockets.
Oh, that's a good one too.
The freaking daggone Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with the least amount, the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, the same thing. It's the Lakers, Celtics, and goddamn it, Bulls.
Okay, which Lakers though?
It's the when they had the 69 when they went 69 and they went 69 and whatever.
No. We talking just playoff records, not the whole season, just the playoff.
No. I'm talking about that 69 whatever year they had the record before the Bulls broke it. Whatever team that was.
Oh man, we talking way back. I said NBA ABA merger. That was in the 70s.
Give me shit, Tim Dog, you should know. You was there. Give me
shut up.
give me Showtime Lakers, man.
Okay, Showtime Lakers. What about you there, Shada?
Yeah, he basically say the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
All right. What's the teams, man?
We have the 82-83 76ers. They were the first ones. They went 12-1. That's when you had the 5-game. No, it was 4-5-5. Yeah.
No, listen to Moses Malone. We call it 4-4-4. Moses Malone say that we were gonna win it. The 83, we was gonna win the championship.
Right.
And Moses Malone said they was gonna go 4-4-4. But they actually went 4-4-5. Like you say, he was up one game off.
Yeah, but they went 12-1. They only lost one game.
That's right.
And then you have the 2000-2001 Lakers.
Exactly.
They went 16-1.
Yeah.
And they were the first ones. 15-1. They were the first ones to win it when it went to the 5-7-7 format.
Yeah.
And then there was the 16-17 Warriors who went 16-1, and they lost one game in the finals to Cleveland, and the Lakers lost one game to Philly, and the Phillies lost one game to the Lakers. Was it Lakers? Yeah, Lakers.
It's the Lakers. Yeah, because like I say, that year Moses Malone, we got Moses Malone from the Houston Rockets. And Moses brought us the song, Moses going to take us to the promised land. So I know, baby. Moses took us to the promised land, and Moses said, we're going to win it 4-4-4. And he went 4-4-5.
You know what's crazy? About Moses Malone when he was with the Sixers? His name was Moses. But do you realize that Moses couldn't speak really well? His brother Aaron had to. It's real weird how Moses Malone had a hard time reading.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know that.
And Moses Malone is another straight out of high school basketball player. A lot of people know that either.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And he also was, I think Moses won the MVP 2 times. I want to say 2 times he won the MVP of the league. So Moses Malone was a bad boy. He don't get the credit that a lot of the centers get right now, but Moses Malone had the gold chain on. All of them had the chokers on back there playing in the
I would say one thing in defense of Moses Malone. He was the original inventor of that glide, not Clyde Drexler. He was the original inventor of that Clyde, that takeoff with the legs spread and
that's wrong person. Wrong person. You talk about
Dr. J?
No, you talk about Andrew Toney. Andrew Toney, Moses Malone was the center, man. You talking about Andrew Toney.
No, man, Moses Malone used to bring it down, dog.
Moses Malone.
No,
Moses Malone, they never glide in there.
Him and Kareem and all of them, they used to battle it out.
Yeah, you talk about. We had Andrew Toney. What's the other brother name? I saw his face, show his shit. Oh, it's gonna come to me before we ended the show. But it wasn't Moses Malone, because Moses Malone can't glide from here to this goddamn microphone.
He had that long stride.
Yeah. But rest in peace to Moses Malone, one of the greatest that ever did it. He is one of the top 75 basketball players as well. Another thing that Moses Malone did was he told Charles Barkley the truth. When Charles Barkley asked him why I'm not getting in playing time, and he told him, because you're lazy.
Yeah, he told him because he said you don't come in shape, you don't do nothing in practice.
yeah, you lazy. And he told him straight up, you lazy. And
I'm looking at Moses' stats. He played on a team called Spirits of St. Louis, an ABA team.
Yeah, ABA.
Year.
Yeah,
I'm like, dang, Utah Stars.
There it is. Thank you for that, man. Filling in for main man Shouter. I got my man Tim Dog with what our trivia question of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go, we always like to give you something to think about, something funny. Tim Dog, what you got for the people before we go, my brother? And make sure you shout out your social media as well so the people can follow you. Hold on. Got to find you. Shout out. Got all these damn things up. There you go.
What I got for the people today is called kindness. Yeah, kindness. You like, fuck that. I don't care about my neighbor. I don't care about nobody. But think about it. Have you ever been upset, mad, disappointed, or sad? Then all of a sudden somebody says or does something for you and it changes your whole perspective on what you're thinking. That's called kindness. They're not thinking about how you would feel, how you feeling right now. They just want to make you feel better. And kindness is something that's contagious. All I'm saying is someone smiles at you, just forget about what's on your mind. Forget about who you yelling at on the phone. You yelling at your boyfriend, baby daddy, somebody messing around, whatever the case may be. Forget about that. Because an act of kindness, it lowers your blood pressure. It lowers your anxiety. And it also makes you stop and think and wonder, man, thank you. That's all it does. Just 10 seconds of silence, a briefness of smiling can do your heart very well.
There it is, Tim Dog.
Father's Love, Instagram. Father's Love 99, Instagram. It's about me, my son, and my grandson. I'm going to see him soon.
Thank you for that, Tim Dog. My main man, Shada down in Orlando. What you got for the people before we go, my brother? Make sure you shout out your social media as well so the people can follow you.
Well,
Bass Reeves.
I have much for the people then, but you see it down there. So one love, shout out Blue Sky, shout out at Yahoo. If you want to just link up and sit, just talk to you, man. I'm open to talk to anybody, anytime about anything. But today, I only have one thing to tell everybody. Just understand something. When the government tells you that things are okay and it's going to be okay, just realize the wheels of change turn slowly. So every time you hear your main man or one of the daggone crazy cats get on TV and say, oh, it's still a big deal, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get back to where it was. Realize that it's an entire country that has to get back on track. So every time they do something crazy in this administration, just know that it's going to take time for things to take effect. So don't lose heart. Those of you that are out here, tighten up your bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say tying up like they usually do, because we all have issues. And keep prayer in your life and God first, and you will make it. I'll let your boy.
There it is, man. Shada, thank you for that, my brother. And for me, first of all, Miss Suzette Hood, I had to shut up, bald head, butt boy. Hey, I don't go that way, but thank you for checking us out, though. I don't know who the hell that is, but she called me a butt boy.
No, we don't do that on air. We don't. Yeah. We are allergic. We're allergic.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
No, let's shout it. No Batty boy. No Batty boy.
No Batty boy.
And for me, ladies and gentlemen, you can always find me at the Man on the Street Show on YouTube and Facebook. Once again, I want to thank everybody that's subscribed to my YouTube channel and everybody that's followed me on Facebook. Like I said earlier, I crossed over 10,000 followers on Facebook, and it's greatly appreciated. I know to some, they may say, man, that's a small number, but to me, it's a big number because of the effort and the work that I put in. So I greatly appreciate it. Everybody even take the time out to watch my videos, comment, like Miss Suzette to call me a Batty boy. Thank you, whatever. I take the compliment, I take whatever y'all say with a grain of salt, and I thank you. You also catch me at Creative Canvas Expressions. That's my AI channel. I tell AI what to do. AI does it, and I put it up. And then if I can't find something, I see somebody else AI shit, I steal it and put it up on my shit and act like it's mine. Hey, that's what I do. I do my ass. I don't give a damn. You can also catch us every Friday night at 8 o'clock for Two Cigars in a Blunt. That's our flagship podcast that we do every Friday night. But then you make sure you want to stick around for our after show. We call it Ash Out. Oh my goodness, that's when we have a good goddamn time, ladies and gentlemen. If you having a bad day, you want to watch our after show because you always going to get a good laugh. Like Tim Dawg famously said, if we go straight, we'll make that right turn. But we make that left, you're gonna drive that bitch right off the goddamn cliff.
And right now, Philly is driving that bus because the Sixers lost, the Phillies lost, the Flyers lost. Bro, it's been a rough week for Philly.
That's all right. I still love my team.
It's been a rough week for Philly.
I still love my team.
I tell you what, I love me some Philadelphia cream cheese because that's what y'all acting like right now.
That's all right. I still love my team. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
What do you call two fat people talking? A heavy discussion. Tim Dawg from Be More Careful.
Lord have mercy. Shout out to Orlando. I don't know what that was about, but me, I go find out.
And ladies and gentlemen, if y'all have it, like I say, make sure if you're going out tonight, if you're drinking and drive, don't drink and drive. Make sure you get an Uber. And once again, we want to send our condolences to the young man that lost his life, Jason Collins, Jordan Clark. Hey man, just be careful out there. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're out.